It's gonna be a long ass video. I'm gonna warn you right now. Just saying. God bless. Hello everyone. What's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Samantha Bright, and if you are new here, welcome. And if you've been with me for a while now, then welcome back. Today I'm actually gonna be doing something kind of different on my channel. I'm gonna be doing a product review on a lot of new makeup that I recently got. Some I recently got, some I have had for a while. I wanted to show you guys what my favorite products are. So if you like to see a product review on my channel, then just give this video a thumbs up and like it down below. And don't forget to subscribe to me before you leave, and let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm just gonna grab things from my table and just start talking. So I recently picked this up 2 weeks ago, and it's actually really funny how I got it. So I was going to my brow lady to get my brows done, and she wasn't there, so I needed to do my brows. So I went to a makeup store that has like all Morphe, NYX, Palladio, like a lot of different products for cheap. And I go to a school close by to the store, so they give a discount for students. If you go to CSUN, Star Beauty, they give you a 10% off discount if you show them your school ID, and I think a 15% discount if you leave a review on Yelp as well, like a picture and like tag them, whatever, check in on Yelp. Anyways, and the product that I'm going to show you guys today is the NYX Incredible Waterproof Concealer. It looks like this. I honestly love this. It's a stick concealer, so it's like this. And it's so great, I think, for carving out brows, and to even use as like a eyeshadow primer if you're doing like a light makeup look. It looks so good on the skin. I have the shade Porcelain. Piece of hair on my mouth. Okay. I love it. Like, it's not super full coverage, but it goes on so well. It blends in really nicely, and it's like a stick form. So it feels super creamy. It blends in really well. I would definitely recommend this for like a brow highlight. I use a few shades lighter than my natural skin tone, so it really makes my brows pop. A second product that I have been loving, two concealers that I use on a regular basis, the Tarte Shape Tape, and I actually recently picked up the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I truly love this concealer. I see what all the hype is about. It looks so natural on the skin. I'm wearing it today. It looks so natural on the skin. It's full coverage, gives the effect of skin. One flaw I don't like about this is it doesn't dry down completely to blend into your skin. It still is very dewy. It can transfer. It's very movable, which is also good because it's very blendable, but just make sure you set it with powder. I use the shade Light 2 Vanilla, and I've been loving this ever since I got it. I've had it for about a month, and I think it's really great. The Tarte Shape Tape I've been using for like 2 years, like ever since it came out. My first shade I got, so I switch between light, neutral, and light. So it just depends on how like tan I am, depends on what time of year it is, depends on what I want to use the concealer for. And I'm just going to do a couple of swatches so you can see how it looks on my skin tone. So here is light. Neutral is the top, light is the bottom. So light is a little bit more on the pinkier side, and compared to light neutral seems a bit yellow, but light neutral is very neutral in terms of color, so it's really nice for those who have a neutral skin tone like myself. So those two are my two favorite concealers. As far as contour goes, like contour sticks, I've been getting questions left and right. What's a good contour stick to use, like cream contour? Honestly, the NYX Wonder Stick is my go-to. I don't even bother using palettes anymore. I don't even bother using like the LA Girl Pro Conceal things. I used to use that in, I think, Toast, and I don't even bother using it anymore because it's too thick, so it's hard to blend out. Sometimes you have to really blend it out. The NYX Wonder Stick, this is in medium tan, and it comes also with a highlight side, and it has a bit of a sheen to it. Yeah, it does have a bit of a sheen to it, but I mainly use the contour side, and I'm almost out. Like, I need to pick up another one. And it's a really nice warm tone bronzer. That's the highlight side, and that's the contour side. It's a really nice warm tone bronzer. It blends out so beautifully, and you don't even need to put more bronzer on top of it. That's how pigmented it is, especially if you blend it out over foundation. Or sometimes I even use it on like a bare face with like primer and concealer. Speaking of pressed powder, the Rimmel Stay Matte powders, I love these. Okay, I have a little story. So I got this one, transparent, literally by accident. I was looking for translucent powder that was not even pressed, just something that wouldn't give me flashback and something that would set my makeup. I moved a little bit away from baking directly under my eyes because I do have very dry under eyes, and I've been experiencing a lot of creasing as well. I don't drink enough water, side note. These are amazing, and I finished one, and I wanted to, sorry, I keep looking in the viewfinder just because like I'm not used to looking at the camera directly yet. I'm gonna be looking over here for a little bit, moving back and forth. Anyways, I went back to Ulta to pick this up, and Ulta was out of it for weeks. I kept going back, I kept going back, I kept going back. I couldn't find it anywhere. And anywhere I went, drugstore, Walgreens, CVS, wherever, Rite Aid, I couldn't find it. I actually was able to find these at Walmart. And I heard that Rimmel was coming out with a whole different line and they were being all like bougie and stuff. So I like the original stuff. I was upset when they didn't have it at Ulta, but I hope that they bring it back. These are my favorite pressed powders. As I mentioned before, I don't like to bake very much. Using a pressed powder for me has minimized my creasing, and it's honestly just been really, really great for me in general. I really do recommend it. Place it anywhere. You won't crease. Your makeup won't transfer. It's really great. MAC Strobe Cream is something that I really, really enjoy, especially for no makeup days. I think it's beautiful. I use the shade Gold Light. And it's beautiful, especially if you just want like a very nice subtle glow, even something that's for daytime, but you still want to like, you know, shine a little bit. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful moisturizer. Like, especially if you put it on the high points of your face, it's beautiful. For foundation, I get so many questions a day on what my favorite foundation is. I have 3. All of them are high-end. Not high-end. No, they're high-end. They're not luxury, but they're not drugstore either. I can show you guys my favorite drugstore foundation as well. Okay, so for drugstore, my 2 favorite, Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This foundation is beautiful. Beautiful. It's a satin matte finish, medium to full coverage. It's buildable. I struggled with acne very, very badly for about a few months. I want to say about 6 months, and it was very, very bad cystic acne to the point where I couldn't sleep at night from so much stress that I was going through. It honestly covers so well. It looks so good in photography. They actually tested it, I think, in 7 different lightings, 7 different light conditions. Photo photography, meaning if you're going to be using flash photography, you're going to want this foundation because it is not flashback at all. It's amazing. It's so good. I love it. And it's like $5, $6, depending on where you get it. I do know that Ulta in Northridge started carrying Wet n Wild and Milani, which I'm so thankful for. But I picked that one up at, I think, CVS a while back, and I've been using it ever since. I use that. I use Buff Bisque when I'm a little more tan. I'm kind of fair right now, so I haven't used it in a while. The second drugstore foundation is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer Foundation. I use the shade Light Natural, which is 00, which is a bit light for me, but I like the undertone of it. This foundation for me is medium to full coverage, also buildable, but it's so beautiful. It feels like you're not wearing anything on your skin. It's very breathable. I have a few videos of where I use this and I kind of mix it in with other foundations. I like to mix my foundations. The Milani Conceal and Perfecting Foundation, amazing. It comes with a pump, which is always appreciated. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus actually comes with a little spatula like that, which I don't mind. I actually like applying it like that. It's a lot easier for me than putting it onto my dish and then applying it with like a blender or something. So that is my 2 favorite drugstore foundations. For high-end foundation, I have 4 different types, not 3, 4. When it comes to foundation, I like for it to be light, breathable, full coverage. More than anything, I like for it to have a skin finish and be comfortable. I like when it doesn't sit on top of the skin. It's really, really nice for me when that happens because I don't like to look like I'm wearing so much makeup except for my eyes and my lashes. My face, I need it to be a blank canvas. I need it to look like my skin. So MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NW13. The Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation in the shade Shell. It's a little tube. Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 2N1 Desert Beige, and the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation in the shade 2W1 Macadamia. Now I'm gonna start with the Laura Mercier and then I'm gonna work into the other foundations that I have. These are in no particular order whatsoever. I love them all equally for different reasons. Some similar, some not. The Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation also comes with a pump, very appreciated. I love this foundation. Laura Mercier's face products are what she's known for. I did some research on her line and I know that she's created her products for people with acne prone skin, for people with oily skin, for people with problematic skin, which is why all of her products work so well for so many different types of people, which is why the translucent powder is worldwide known as like the #1 best-selling translucent powder in the world. I haven't tried it yet. I'm happy with what I'm doing with my under eyes and with my baking, so I don't feel the need to try it. But this is amazing. I can't. It's amazing. Like it, how do I say this? It honestly is such a thin formula, but it's so full coverage and it just feels so good on the skin. Like it feels like you're wearing nothing. It feels like you're wearing nothing, but you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, I look good. Like what? It's so good. And what I learned about this is there's a certain formula to this foundation where when it dries down to a skin-like texture. However, this will transfer, but it is very long wearing. It doesn't crease. It's amazing. Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation. I love it. The next foundation I'm going to talk about is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. And this I picked up, I want to say a month ago, because I've heard so many great things about it. And like I said before, I've struggled with acne prone skin for a while, and this foundation does not break you out. I feel like MAC products have a really bad rep because people just don't know how to use MAC products. They pile on foundation, they think it looks cakey. If you build this up gradually, it's beautiful. It's very full coverage, it has a beautiful finish. It does have SPF 15 in it, but it doesn't have flashback because it's such a low amount of SPF. So it'll still protect you, but you won't suffer from it the next morning when you look at pictures. The third foundation I'm going to talk about is the Double Wear from Estee Lauder. Now the reason why I have these little bottles, I have like 5 of them, is because life update, I work for Estee Lauder at Macy's. And I'm not saying this because I work for Estee Lauder, I'm saying this because I genuinely love the product. It's so beautiful on the skin and it looks so just natural and it doesn't sink into fine lines. For me, my biggest trouble area is my forehead and my, like the area around my nose, because I can get very, very dry around my nose and it can flake and crack. This doesn't do that. It's so gorgeous on the skin. It looks so skin-like. It does not move. It does not transfer. This is literally transfer proof. I will hug someone who's wearing a black t-shirt and pray to God that my face didn't touch their shirt. There's no makeup on his shirt or her shirt. There's no makeup on their shirt. It's literally amazing. It's amazing. I honestly wear this every single day. I wear it with SPF because there's no SPF in here. The reason why I wear it during the day is because at night it does cause flashback, which I have noticed. I've tested it out myself and it's true. It does have flashback. There's no SPF in the foundation, so I'm not sure why it would. I hope that they change it without changing the actual finish and the formula of this, but I love this foundation. I love it. You don't need a lot. I buff it in with the brush because that gives it the most airbrushed finish. And it's just, I love it. I'm done. The fourth and last and final foundation is the Hourglass Vanish Stick. This foundation is the most lightweight, easily blendable. It's the fastest application ever because you literally just like boom, 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 and grab a brush and blend it out. And the brush that I like to use with this is my Morphe Y6 brush. It's dirty right now, but I love this brush just to blend it in. And you can stipple it for more full coverage. It's buildable, but it doesn't look cakey. It's just so pretty. Like the more your natural oils come throughout the day, allow it to look more luminous and look more natural on the skin, and it's gorgeous. I love it. God bless. God bless. It's gonna be a long ass video. I'm gonna warn you right now. For setting spray, MAC Fix Plus, that's it. That's all I have to say. That's all I really should say. This saves lives, okay? It saves lives. It makes your makeup look so good, and it's life. Fix Plus is life. It's life. You put this on the most cakey looking face ever, pat it in with the Beauty Blender after, it looks so natural on the skin, whatever you're wearing. You can wear it with nothing, you can wear it under your foundation, over your foundation. I like to spray this on my actual blenders that I use as I'm blending in my foundation. And then right before I'm about to finish up my eyes, I'll quickly do a quick spritz, and that'll be it. This with highlight, I always like to spray down my highlights because I like having a nice like glow to my skin. I always spray this down when I do my nose highlight, my inner corner highlight, and my brow bone highlight, and it is beaming. It's amazing. I've gotten so many compliments on my highlights for my nose and my inner corners because I use Fix Plus to wet my shadows or to wet my highlighters. So Fix Plus, you need in your life, just saying. Brush cleansers. I actually love the one from Sephora. This is the Daily Blush, I'm talking so much. The Daily Brush Cleaner, the Cleanse. And it's a quick drying alcohol-free brush cleaner, which is really important because alcohol is in a lot of cleansers and it can dry out your brushes because it's the easier way to clean them. It can dry out your brushes, make them more brittle, not as soft, not as easily to apply the foundation. For highlighters, I picked up the MAC Double Gleam, I want to say a month ago, and I can't put this down. It's a very beautiful champagne shade without being too golden and without being too icy, which I think is really, really important. It looks so natural on the skin. I'm wearing it today. It just gives you a really nice wet finished look, which I really, really appreciate. I've always appreciated that, which is also why I love the Dose of Colors Fuego highlighter, the Desi X Katie collab. I love this. I think it's a gorgeous formula. It's literally skin. It's a skin-like finish. It's very, very finely milled shimmers, not glitters, so it doesn't accentuate texture and it doesn't make your pores look bigger. It's beautiful. So those two highlights are right now my favorites. I also really enjoy from the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette. I really enjoy using this pink shade right here as like a blush topper. I love it. I think it looks really, really beautiful, just for like a nice flushed glow on the skin. Thing that I've been loving doing with my blush is using eyeshadow as a blush. So this Morphe palette is the 15D Base Layer palette, and it comes with all of these warm tones here. I love using Upbeat and In the Crease as blush. I love it. I think it looks so beautiful. It's super pigmented, which is amazing. I've been really getting into applying my highlight, my blush, and then my bronzer because it just looks the most natural on the skin. I think it's beautiful. I love it. So that's what I've been doing recently as far as highlight and blush go. Bronzers, I have the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in Natural for lighter skin. And I love that. I love the way it smells. It smells so good. It smells like pina coladas and sunshine on a beach in Cancun. It smells so good. Another bronzer that I've been loving is the e.l.f. Matte Blush Duo palette in Soft and Subtle. I've been loving this. I love it to travel with. I love the mirror it comes with. The blush in here is beautiful as well. I like using that as well. And it's just nice to have a really nice blush palette. Definitely I would recommend this. I also want to talk about a few new eyeshadows I picked up. I picked up this ColourPop eyeshadow from Ulta not too long ago, and it's in the shade Set to Stun. And it's a beautiful, beautiful pink eyeshadow. Let me do a little swatch for you guys. It has purple reflex in it, and it kind of is like a two-toned eyeshadow, but it's absolutely stunning. Set to Stun, get it? It's so, so beautiful. Like, just look at this. It's like I use this on its own without anything. I just put like a transition, or like I use my bronzer in the crease, and I'll put this on with like no liner, just lashes and mascara, and it's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. And like a little bit of brown in the waterline, smudge out some of the transition shade in the waterline. It's beautiful. I picked up this one from MAC yesterday. Today is Wednesday. I went to the mall on Tuesday and I picked this up. And what I've been looking for is a dupe for the Natasha Denona top coats, because I wanted to get one from Sephora, but they were out. So I wanted to see if MAC had a dupe for it, and surprise, they don't. But the woman who was helping me, she was so sweet, and she helped me pick out one that I could wear for daytime that was still complement my eyes and give it a nice sheen without being too much. This is a very heavy swatch of the color, but it's just a beautiful peachy toned with gold reflex, and I think it looks gorgeous on the eyes. It looks warm, and it doesn't make your eyes look smaller. It brightens and it looks so beautiful on the skin, like a nice flush. So that's it for eyeshadow. For lashes, I love the Crave lashes in Chocolate Souffle. I think they're honestly one of my favorite pairs of lashes. I have them right here. So these are their Chocolate Souffle lashes. They're so, so beautiful. They're super wispy. They look natural if you trim them enough. They're gorgeous. That's basically what products I've been loving lately. I mean, oh, also for lash glue, I've been using Duo lash glue for about a few months now, ever since I started putting on lashes, ever since I learned how. And for some reason for me, it never stays put. It always lifts, or when I apply it, it like moves a little bit, so it doesn't get a good application. The Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive is amazing. It's the strongest lash glue I think I've ever tried. I've never tried House of Lashes lash glue, but this is latex free. It honestly doesn't irritate my eyes when I take them off. But that's really it as far as my recent favorites go. When it comes to skincare, that's a totally different thing. My skincare routine is like, I use so many products. I use so many products for my skincare. I have to do a separate video for that. But either way, these are what I've been using recently. These are the products that I love. And as far as lip products go, honestly, I feel like the only one that has really caught my attention is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Universal. The Fenty Glow. Yeah, in Universal. The Lip Luminizer. It's so beautiful on the lips. It's just, it looks good on any skin tone, and it's so comfortable. It's not greasy, it's not sticky. It moisturizes your lips. It doesn't even make your lips crack. Some seriously bad lip glosses make your lips look cracked and horrible. This looks so good on the lips. That's about it for all of my favorites, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're done! And we almost lost the light, so I'm really, really happy about that. But if you guys like this video, then please give me a thumbs up in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. My name is Samantha Bright once again, and if you like to see more videos like this, more review videos, more routine videos, or any suggestions, really please leave me a suggestion in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. Whoever you are, whoever is watching this, I really appreciate you watching it. Thank you so much for allowing me to have a voice and for allowing me to make my dream come true of having a voice in the beauty community. And if you're listening to me, I really, really appreciate you. If you're a friend, if you're a stranger, I love you and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting me and for allowing me to live my dream. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.